BETT, bass fishing at its best. Is proudly brought to you by Edenvale Gearbox and Diff for all your gearbox and diff requirements, specializing in 4x4. Before the break, the changing weather has played havoc with the BETT. However, some teams boast impressive Nandoni Dam bags. With only 2 hours remaining, it's now all or nothing as teams vie for their ticket to the Classic. Currently 16th on the logs, Theo and Louis of Team Campwald.
You know, that cold that came through this morning after the sun was shining
actually closed them down.
It just closed them down, shut them down. We had such excitement in the morning for like a couple of seconds while the sun was shining. You know what they say, eh? Make hay while the sun shines. And we did. Put a nice little fishy on the boat. It's been like a huge change in atmospheric pressure. There was an incredible amount of activity in the morning. As we arrived at one of the areas, it was like, eesh, those big fish like this were coming and eating. We only managed to get one of them, but it lasted exactly the amount of time with the clouds moving over. And as the clouds moved in and that wind came up, that cold wind, they moved straight back into the deep water.
This area we know is quite a decent area because it's got a river channel just over here which provides nice deep water access for them. They can come up and then we can have some fun.
Fishing the main channel, we join 11th place team McCarthy GM Menlyn. With 5 fish on board and an hour remaining, they recap their day.
I think we've got good fish. We've got a limit of 5 fish, and after about 11 o'clock the fish got quiet, so it's been tough since then. We need one good kicker and then I think we'll make a top 5. From the start in about 15 to 20 foot of water with a Texas worm, and we managed to get 4 fish within an hour, and I think from 11 to 12 we filled up, and after that gone slow. Well done, excellent, great. That's a color, bro. The beginning of the year wasn't too good for us. We made a huge difference in our numbers on the R.A.W dam, and I think that brought us some more confidence back, because the last 3 events after that we also did okay. We weren't too bad, so we're quite happy.
With no time remaining, anxious competitors charge to the banks as they hope they've done enough to secure their ticket to the Classic. With all fish weighed and the scores tallied, anglers now wait in anticipation of the announcement. With a monstrous 12.61 kg bag, Team Formula 1 Grand Prix Tours.co.za snatched top spot from Team Roughnecks, who presented 6.49 kgs at the scales. Taking third overall and having not moved any positions are the sensational brothers of Team Sensational De Beers. Team Springbok Plant Hire and BSC Bass both jump 1 position to finish 4th and 5th respectively. Team Midas snatches 6th position, while Team McChrystal Insurance Bass secures 7th. With a 72 gram difference, Team Western Accessories secures 8th. The difference between them and Team McCarthy GM Menlyn in 9th is again 72 grams. 2010 champions John and Dave secured 10th, followed by Team Euro Truck Spares in 11th and Team Campwald in 12th. 13th spot goes to father and son, Johan and Nicky of Team Formula 1 Grand Prix Tours.co.za 2. Moving up 6 spots following their 6.75 kg presentation for today, Team Fuchs, Johan and Henny obtained 14th position, followed by Team W in 15th. Only 5 golden tickets remain. And having jumped an impressive 11 places with their 10.63 kg Nandoni Dam bag, Doug and Mark of Team B.E.t.t take 16th, followed by Tinas and Peter of Team Zoros Book in 17th.
Well, we were lying 27th, and we knew we had to have a good bag, so we were looking at 14 kgs to get into the top 20. Fortunately, we got 10.68, and it pulled us into 16th position, which is fantastic. Jumped 11 spots, and we left it till the death. But yeah, we're there, and that's the main thing.
With their Nandoni weight of 7.14 and jumping 8 places, Stephen and Reed of Team Robo ensure 18th. Having fell 1 spot, the penultimate qualifying team is Team Belly Tomato. And the final qualifying team for the 2011 Gauteng BETT Classic. And having slid 9 places, the last ticket goes to Team Camjaw of Darren and Rory. presenting the Gauteng 2011 Bass Equalizer Tournament Trail Top 20 teams, following 9 months of competitive bass angling to qualify for the Classic. It all boils down to this one event, one dam, one day, 20 teams, and the fight for the prestigious title and honour of the 2011 Bass Equalizer Tournament Trail Gauteng Classic Champions. Leaving it all on the water, the champions walk away with a Fibre Panels custom-built 16-foot sniper boat. This beautiful piece of craftsmanship is made for speed and built for comfort. Sniper boats, where performance and value meet. The September Nandoni Dam Top 10 teams.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's to win the whole season. I think that's what matters to us. We were lying in second, 2.8 kilos behind Team Roughneck. We managed to pull it through. Luckily, it's home dam, so we're quite chuffed with that. It was an awesome day. Thanks to my partner.
Oh, no.
The Western Accessories Tackle Box, home of the Waft Rod.
What I'm going to tell you about today is a couple of new baits, some of them very exciting for you guys that are Gary Yamamoto fans. Those of you that know Gary Yamamoto products have been looking for and asking for a jerk shad for a number of years, and they've finally listened to the anglers and they've brought out a jerk shad. He's brought out a fantastic jerk shad in the design or the shape that you're all familiar with a slightly different tail. It's a traditional Gary Yamamoto plastics, so it's got a lot more weight than all the conventional jerk shads that are on the market today. It sinks a lot quicker. It's also got a very, very fine stipple on the body, a little bit of roughness to give it a little bit more vibration when it's being jerked through the water. You're familiar with Gary Yamamoto colors. He's carried a couple of them across to this new product, which is called the D Shad. He's also introduced quite a few exciting new products. I'd also like to show you a lovely new product from Live Target, Copper's Live Target. It's called a wake bait. Wake bait meaning that it's going to run just below the surface. You've often seen kerper or carp swimming in the shallows and leaving a wake behind them. This bait does exactly the same thing when you retrieve it slowly. You stop retrieving, it comes right up to the surface. Wind it a bit quicker, it'll run the deepest about a foot. This means it's not going to hang up on any vegetation, and if it does, very easy to retrieve. Incredibly natural colors, shallow lip, that's what makes it run so shallow, very, very buoyant. Heavy lure, casts very far, nice big hooks, designed specifically for catching the big fish this time of the year. Coppers have also releasing in October a square-billed series of crankbaits, which are very similar to wake baits. They just run a little bit deeper, but you can fish them over the top of flooded timber. The coffin or the square bill helps them not hook up on the timber or in the grass. So look out for these great products and many more to come. Western Accessories, either Boksburg or Krugersdorp.
Join us next month for the final installment of the 2011 Gauteng BETT season. Bass fishing at its best is proudly brought to you by Yamaha VMAX, super high output 4-stroke outboards. Imperial Toyota, your lifestyle dealer. And McChrystal Insurance, an authorized financial service provider. Catch the next exciting BETT KZN premiere on the 22nd of November at 6 p.m. on SuperSport 1.